And now we won't see a play on first down. Instead, they'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go!
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And a play fake. Now Sanchez. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Corral. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Corral with it, first down here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Dean.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be caught at about the 6. Touchdown! DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. It's fielded at the 45. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep an eye on that game and others as each week becoming more important here in November. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Dean. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Off play action. Here's Corral.
He's going to look deep for Moore. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down goes Sanchez. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Black Ultra.
Now it's Sanchez. Under pressure, they got him again. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. To throw is Sanchez. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danielle Hunter. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Corral sets up play action.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral. Bryant with a catch right side. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Here's Corral on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Kayvon Thibodeau. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Corral under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Sanchez.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on second down. Corral. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Corral. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They begin with a run by Barkley. And a good stiff arm and some space to run. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down is Sanchez. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. They'll fake it. Now Sanchez. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Corral. Across the middle, and this pass complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st down, Corral. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Sanchez now to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Clock for 6.
On first down, it's Sanchez. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there just before halftime. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Dean. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Corral is intercepted again. That's number 3. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their own 25-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Corral looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's Sanchez now on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Corral. Complete. It's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Corral with it on 1st down. Open man right side is cut, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Corral looking to pass, 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey from 19 yards away. And the Panthers have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I'm guessing you wouldn't have minded being a fly on the wall at halftime because they were struggling in that first half. Down double digits. Now they're right back in this thing. So whatever was said apparently worked.
And let's make sure if we're going to be a fly on the wall that we're high up up on the wall, because I know I always talk about it being clinical at the half, you know, less emotion, more execution, but every now and then, this is an emotional game.
Sure.
Someone's got to come in and stir some things up, and
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Corral on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. 3rd down, Corral. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Giants. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Hey, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Trimble. 75 yards. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Corral to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just plain not.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tommy Trimble His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Panthers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Giants.
Again, I've been brought up. Yeah, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically,
look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, The manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball. He'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Out of the gun, Sanchez. Forced out to his left. He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Ready.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15.
Blue strike. You tell him.
The shotgun snap for Sanchez. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense. But yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now Corral. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 70 yards. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure
he's got him in, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards.
And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
McCaffrey running up the middle. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he?
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Panthers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Off of play action, Sanchez. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Yellow, go! Yellow, blue! Red, yellow! Black, shot! Hut, hut!
Sanchez. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Corral, another throw on 2nd down.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think...
And now here is another interception. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. McCaffrey on the counter. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Corral looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On second down, here's Sanchez. He's got Bellinger. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, 69 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first. And now here is another interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. 68 yards. And the Panthers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Ready? Go! Ready!
Back to throw, Sanchez. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Let's go!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
White! White! Black Ultra!
Now it's Sanchez. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 81 yards. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by